Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode in our mini podcast series for beginners. In the last podcast, we discussed climate change. Following on from that, this episode is about how we can produce energy in the future. We're talking to Elliot Barnes, a renewable energy expert. Elliot, what's the difference between fossil fuels and renewable energy?
There are two main differences. Renewable energy, like solar power, will never run out, but there is a limited amount of fossil fuels. In other words, we can completely use up all the oil and coal in the world, but we can never use all the sun's energy.
What's the second difference?
The second difference is that fossil fuels cause global warming, or climate change, while renewable energy is cleaner and safer.
Great. So, you mentioned solar energy. Tell us more about that.
Solar energy uses panels to catch sunlight and convert it to electricity. Solar power works in many parts of the world, and the cost of solar panels has gone down by 80% in the last 20 years. Because the price is now so low, it seems like a great future source of energy.
Hold on. There's one big problem with solar energy. It doesn't work at night.
You're right. Luckily, there are other types of renewable energy. Wind turbines can produce energy 24/7. These are cheap to operate, although they can be noisy.
I've seen those. I kind of like the way they look. Are there any other options?
Another type of energy that works all the time is ground source heating, which uses heat from the earth.
I think I've heard of that. My neighbour installed a system like that for heating her house.
Yes, it's becoming very popular. It's very reliable because it almost never breaks down.
Are there any problems?
Well, yes, there are. You need a lot of land to heat one home, so it's not very useful in cities. Before we finish, let me just talk about hydropower.
In other words, using moving water to produce electricity.
Yes, this is a very old idea, and it's safe and reliable. The problem is that climate change can affect how well hydropower works.
In what way?
Well, if it stops raining and rivers or lakes dry out, there's not enough water to move the turbines.
Interesting. We're out of time now, so we're going to have to stop talking and say goodbye. Thanks so much for listening.